James Orengo and Edwin Sifuna are men on a mission. And their mission is one: sending William Ruto home. And according to James Orengo, they want to send William Ruto home as early as June this year.
The hour has come. The hour has come and the hour is now. Kwa Kasongo tunasema one term. Nasema one term. Nasema one term. Lakini kwa Mwenyezi Mungu naomba hiyo one term amalize in 2026. Wangapi wamekubali Kasongo asiende mpaka 2027? Nasema hivyo kwa sababu 25th of June is coming. Wangapi wanakumbuka 25th of June? Gen Z walipoteza maisha. They lost their lives for this country. So sisi kama Linda Mwananchi, on the 24th, 25th and 26th of June, I'm asking you from Nakuru, let us make this country ungovernable from 24th, 25th, 26th. And that has happened before. Nina hakika ya kwamba the next government in this country will be formed by Linda Wananchi.
And they've laid a clear strategy on how they are going to send William Ruto home. If not in June this year, then in 2027 general election. In this video, I want to talk about the strategies which they've laid. But before I do that, by the time of doing this video, they were already in Nakuru. And you could tell from their speeches.
Munaniona vizuri? Munaniona vizuri? Uko juu munaniona vizuri? Mimi ndio Sifuna. Kwa maombi yenu na kwa mapenzi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, nasimama Nakuru leo tarehe 19 mwezi wa 4 mwaka 2026 nikiwa bado katibu mkuu wa chama cha ODM, seneta wa Nairobi, mwananchi kiranza wa walio wachache kwenye bunge la Senate. Vile ndugu yangu bado wamewaambia, wanatuchorea, wanatupangia, wanatukujia, lakini Mungu ni nani? Mungu ni nani?
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to ask you this question. Do you think this gentleman, that is Edwin Sifuna and James Orengo, can actually send William Ruto home in 2027? Because the June deadline, for me, I don't think that will work. I don't think they can send William Ruto home. That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video, the strategies which they are actually employing. Before I do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the strategies which they hope will help them send William Ruto home. Number one, the Gen Z revolution. The truth of the matter is that last year, was it last year but one, the Gen Zs almost sent William Ruto home. That's the fact. Had Raila Odinga not intervened, probably William Ruto would not be the president of the Republic of Kenya. And James Orengo believes very strongly that he can take advantage of Gen Z revolution to actualize that dream in June.
Kama Mungu amepanga kwamba Sifuna atakuwa kiongozi, hata upige teargas, hata urushe mawe, hutaivunja. Utaonekana kama unapigana na Mungu. Ni wakati umefika sasa. Upinzani usimame kufahamu. Hii kitu mchukua tu wasi. Imekuja. Mkali baraza anapiga matiagas. Tayari ameisha. Vijana wamemaliza. Hata alia akatoa pesa makuleni hiyo pesa ni akieni. Ni ushuru wenu. Lakini kura vijana simameni. Kura imeenda. Uoga umeingia tayari. Sasa ng'ombe inaanza kupiga mguu. Inapiga mateke. Unajua punde vyoka mlima inajia ingejua tayari mimi nimeisha. Ndio inaendelea sasa.
And if you've been keenly following James Orengo of late, and to some extent Edwin Sifuna, they've been aggressively trying to win the support of the young people.
So my name is Abby Zwena. I am part of the Linda Mwananchi team. We are here with the Linda Mwananchi Nakuru team and secretariat that is representing women, the church, young people, the civil society, and everybody that is part of this movement. We are here in preparation of the rally that we are holding on Sunday in Nakuru County. We are very excited to bring our principals here, our principals that understand the virtues and the values ya kulinda wananchi. And a lot is happening in this country, a lot is happening in this county, and we are very happy. This is a cosmopolitan county. We are not expecting any trouble from any quarters. We are a peaceful movement. We are ready to engage the citizens and the residents of Nakuru County boldly, without any apologies, as is our democratic right. The people of Nakuru have called us very many times, and we have decided to come here to engage them and understand their problems towards liberating this nation.
And what they are trying to do is that, number one, they're trying to mobilize them to register as voters. Because they believe that if the young people can wake up very early in the morning and vote, then they know who they will vote to vote out of office. So they're trying to mobilize them to do that. Number two, they're also planning to use these young people for their social media campaigns. Because remember, the traditional media is almost dead in the Republic of Kenya. By the way, I have a bit of flu. There's a flu outbreak in Kisumu, but I hope you guys are not struggling to hear what I'm saying. So they are planning to use these young people for their social media campaigns. And of course, you can now understand why the Linda Wananchi is outsmarting the Linda ground. It's because they've recruited in their side the Gen Zs who are pushing their agenda online. And of course, there is also this narrative that the Gen Zs are tribeless. So by tapping onto them, they hope that the Gen Zs will bring that national appeal. But importantly, they want to try and use the Gen Z power to force William Ruto out of office in June. Let us wait and see whether it will be possible in June. That's number one. Number two, and this is something which I think is really worrying President William Ruto. They are planning to lock William Ruto out of the Luo Nation and the Luhya Nation. Remember, President Ruto engineered the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua from office. And according to the president and his handlers, they had hoped that after 3 months, the Rigathi Gachagua wave at that time was going to disappear. But what are we seeing? Rigathi Gachagua has now finally managed to kick William Ruto out of Mount Kenya. So William Ruto has been crafting a strategy for his re-election. And that strategy is depending fully on the support he's going to get from the Luhya Nation and from the Luo Nation. Then from nowhere, Raila Odinga passed on. And then ODM party splits into two, Linda Ground and Linda Wananchi. And two individuals are emerging now in Linda Wananchi. That is Edwin Sifuna locking the Luhya Nation and James Orengo trying now to lock the Luo Nation. If they will succeed in locking those two regions from the grip of the president, William Ruto will go home. But the only thing I know for sure is that William Ruto is also not just an ordinary politician. Probably he's also crafting a strategy. So that's number two. Number three is the ODM politics. The emergence of Edwin Sifuna and James Orengo is complicating the equation for William Ruto as far as ODM politics is concerned. William Ruto entered into coalition agreement with Raila Odinga in the hope that Raila Odinga was going to deliver the ODM strongholds. But what has Edwin Sifuna and James Orengo done? They've created serious confusion in ODM party. In fact, it is now emerging, or they've managed to portray Oburu Odinga and Gladys Wanga as clueless. Ladies and gentlemen, by creating the impression that Wanga and Oburu don't know what they are doing, and it's only them who knows what they are doing, do you think the two can be heard by their supporters? No. That's why if you've been studying the developments, you realize that so far, the momentum of the Linda ground has actually gone down. And number 4, and this is the most lethal one, Edwin Sifuna and James Orengo are leaving their options open. So it means William Ruto is in a situation where he might not know whether to fight these guys or not, because he can bring them on board. The Oburu group still are wondering whether these guys will come back to ODM or not. And also, they're also leaving Kenyans into confusion as to whether they will be running for the presidency. For example, whether Sifuna will be the presidential candidate deputized by Ndindi, or Orengo becoming the presidential candidate deputized by Sifuna. So in short, these guys have left their options wide open. And that's very dangerous. I don't know what you think. This is my take. Until next time, this is Makwiny.